Yeah, I'm still the one. Roll this blunt in 2 seconds with no rush. I count this paper, use my thumb before you blink, won't get a cut. I'm still the one, not the two. I thought you knew just where I'm from. Out the south side of the slums, they won't give a nigga crumbs. Still the one, I'm still the one. I'm still the one, still the one, still the one. Yeah, I'm still the one. I'm still the one. I don't feel what's to come. I'd rather light a split for some. Lighter J, them problems kept coming, but we seen brighter days. Occupation, stoner be trapping, so ain't that much to say. A lot of hatred, grind with some patience, I bet you find your pace. Lil' homie died, he went on a drill and couldn't get it off his waist. Been engineered to be violent, grew up in the system 2 or 3 priors. Know he been poor since he was in diapers, just wanna change and get a new life. Raised on loyalty and that's priceless, can't trust people now cause they shiesty. Chance he gon' make it out is unlikely, damn why the street life so trifling. Backwood burn slower, take your problems away. Okay, I can't save the world, but I'll get money today. Yeah, before my niggas starved, we had to make us a way. I was a young nigga in charge, now I got plenty of rain. I'm still the one, roll this blunt in 2 seconds with no rush. I count this paper. I'm still the one, still the one, still the one. I'm still the one, still the one, still the one. I'm still the one, I'm still the one. Yeah, I'm still the one. Roll this blunt in 2 seconds with no rush. I count this paper, use my thumb before you blink, won't get a cut. I'm still the one, not the two. I thought you knew just where I'm from. Out the south side of the slums, they won't give a nigga crumbs. Still the one, I'm still the one.
Yes, sir. We back. It's your host, they roll the most, Steve-O Stoner, aka Stoner Trap CEO. Forgive me for the sloppiness. I'm definitely moving around pretty sloppy. My bad, y'all. I wanted to get into the talk about Mr.Tendernism, right? And
remember, Nightcap doesn't have.
Don't be looking at my watch later list, y'all. Be looking at my watch later list. I got things I'm trying to look at later. But I wanted to get into the talk about Mr.Tenderism. I did a podcast about him last time where we discussed how he worked for that restaurant. I believe it was called can't remember the name of it, Dynasty something. But I'm having an old Negro moment, and I'm young. That's crazy. But basically, he got up on Destination Smokehouse. My bad, that was the name of it. He got from underneath them because it was various little shiesty moments going on, and basically they kind of fired him really, and they tried to make it seem as though he left, but we're gonna dive into the whole story. You could tell it was a bit of like a racist theme to it, so let's get to it.
About you. So please subscribe or you.
Oh, my bad. I gotta be able to hear, y'all. I got to be able to hear.
You're gonna make Ocho cry. Oh, we got a very special guest joining us. Now it's time to welcome Mr. Tenderism himself, Mr. Walter Johnson. Mr. Johnson, how you doing? You muted. Unmute yourself.
Look, he having an old Negro moment too.
Look old school, like, damn, I don't know what.
Hopefully somebody that can help him. He's muted. Chat, bear with us just a second.
Somebody help Unc out, man. You having a moment. I just had a moment too.
Got somebody with him.
If this world were mine.
Chad Ocho better get his ball here.
Take your time, old school.
His DMX looking at
We got this barbecue. It's just getting tender. It's gonna fall out the bone. When it come on, it's gonna fall out the bone, y'all. So just bear with us just a second.
Look. Oh.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you now.
Yeah.
I don't know why y'all was trying to crack on me, man. Talk about that's cold-blooded, man. Hey, but anyway, man. Hey, man, why y'all do me like that, man? Hey, that's cold, man. I ain't do y'all like that. Can you see me?
We know once you put them glasses on, I said this thing about to get worked out now.
Yeah, and that's a fact, Jack. Hey, look here. Can you see me?
We can see you.
I can see.
All right, everything cool.
Everything is
Everything
peachy
good.
on this
Hey,
end.
man,
How you
I appreciate you, the honors, man. You accepted me on your show, Sharp.
Thank you. No, thank you for coming on, Uncle Ocho and Joe. We really appreciate you. Can we go back to the beginning? How did you become involved, and how did this Destination Smokehouse? How did this thing take off?
Hey, I'll tell you what it was. See, we started at it was a place. It was a shop.
Okay.
It was a coffee shop,
Okay.
and I went in about 4 or 5 years ago, and then I made some gumbo. I've been with them ever since. And so we flipped the coffee shop to a smokehouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you go in there. It was a coffee shop. You go in there and make some gumbo, and you turn it into a smokehouse. Now, I found out about Destination because I see you and you talk about beef ribs and it's falling off the bones. Then you started doing oxtail. So from the time we got to the coffee shop, turning into the smokehouse until we are now, how do we get from that to this to where we are now, Mr. Johnson?
Tendernism.
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 That's how we got there.
Oh, tendernism.
That's a fact.
You coined the phrase tenderism.
Yes, sir.
And so now it seems like everybody started like, man, Unc got this thing going on, because a lot of people in the beginning thought it was your shop. They didn't realize that you had, you fixed the gumbo, but you were not the sole proprietor, or you weren't the proprietor of the shop. So how did we end up? Is there a fallout? Are you still cool with the owner? What's going on? Because I'm hearing that you opened up a shop in Texas, might be having something coming to Atlanta. So how did we get to where we are now, Mr. Johnson?
Hey, man, this is how we got there, Sean. Hey, Texas, Houston. Let's start with Houston.
Okay.
I spoke to a gentleman one night. He said, I got 2 restaurants. Okay, cool. I looked at the restaurant. Now, what I will do is go out there and help him open the restaurant so he can get him a team.
Right.
But I'm in California. And then moving to Houston. Hey, man, I ain't no young chicken no more. You still with Elway?
No.
All right, there, man. Let's be for real about this. Yeah. You ain't off Federal Boulevard no more running up down that field. So now that's a little older than
What you know about that? What you
Don't
know
worry
about
about
Federal?
it. I was right around the corner from you.
Okay.
Yeah, at that time. Yes, sir. Yeah. As a matter of fact, when you asked me that question, you make some cognac too, man. You can email my cognac tonight. No, I'm just, hey, man, don't be playing with me, man. It's Southside Chicago.
I can get it. I can get it to you.
Hey, man, just get it to me, man. Look at here. Southside Chicago or the West Side? You grew up on one of them sides.
I did. I grew up on the South Side.
Okay, everybody raised same street, stuff like that. But anyway, I don't know too much about Southside. I know you know about that L, though. Yes, you do. Yeah.
So I grew up on the South Side. I never knew that. That's new information to my ears. I never knew that one. Okay, I gotta look into that.
Mr. Johnson. I left at a very young age. You're going to help a gentleman open up a restaurant.
I will.
2 restaurant.
Together, cool it.
My bad.
Mr. Johnson. I left at a very young age. You're going to help a gentleman open up a restaurant.
I will.
2 restaurant. Go ahead.
I will.
You will. Is there anything brewing in Atlanta?
In Atlanta, I got to go down there and talk to a guy. His Steve's Barbecue. So I'm going to go down there and check him out. And if he needs some assistance, if he got it together, cool in the gang. I'm gonna let him know Mr. Tendernism approve of it. You get what I'm saying? If you don't have it together, I'll tell him some tweaks, twats, you know. I put that snapback on me. You get what I'm saying? Don't get to it. Yes, sir.
Okay, I know what a tweak is, but what's a twat? Good morning, baby. Go ahead back in there. Daddy doing this real quick, okay? All right.
Hey, tell me something, Mr. Tendernism. Hey, you tell them the difference between barbecuing and grill, cause see, a lot of these cats think they putting meat on the grill and they think they got the tendernism. Tell them the difference between the barbecue, cause I'm sure you probably over there using a smoker.
I use smoker, barbecue, 2 bricks, oven grill. Hey man, look at here. I've been doing a lot. Boy, I get out like Fat Red Cheese Factory.
Yeah,
where you at?
Cool brother. He said a fat rat in a cheese factory. Man, if this brother ain't old school for real. But he seemed to know his stuff though. It's like he's a master at his craft of grilling, right? And smoking meat, right? So the thing seems to be that he just pay attention. He even just said he met a gentleman from Houston, Texas, and he had 2 restaurants and he was willing to help him open another one. This brother seems to be, you know, very helpful in the manner of he'll do the back end work. You know, he'll be behind the scenes. He didn't want to technically be the face. I'm seeing that now. Like that's a moment of clarity. He didn't always want to be the face. That wasn't always his agenda. It seems as though he was very particular about his craft. So much so that he went to a coffee shop, introduced his signature gumbo, and they wanted to flip it to a smokehouse. Like, you gotta imagine how amazing the food is for that to go down like that.
I can come to your house and I'm cook same. You tell me, Mr. Sharp. Tendernism. When I finish tendernism, you don't need no teeth for the meat. That's right.
Hey,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Johnson, listen, my last name Johnson too. We might be related because you got the gift of gab.
Hey
like
man, I don't know. Hey man, look at you. Hey, wait, whoa. Hey, I ain't the daddy. Hey, look here. I don't know if y'all trying to get no mine. I ain't got no. Hey, anyhow. Hey, Sharp. Oh, that's called blow there, man. Hey, but hey, Johnson. I had a whole lot of brothers though. Ooh,
Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna even talk about it.
Wait, you ain't got no family down here in Miami?
No, I don't know, man, cause there's a whole lot of us. Yes, sir. Yeah, I had brothers. Ooh, one sister.
Hey, where you from?
I was born in Gary, Indiana. I know about that South Side too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Down 94.
Okay.
That's right.
That's why he know, because those who in the chat that don't know, Chicago and Gary, Indiana are like, depending on where you at in the city of Chicago, if you like southeast, Gary, Indiana, like 15-20 minutes. It's not far. You know what I'm saying? You can get right on the Skyway. That's a little expressway that'll take you straight to Indiana, or you could drive the 94 straight down. You know what I'm saying? So either one. I didn't know this brother was that close. I thought he was from the country for some reason. Mr. Tendernism, I thought, because he got like a country swag to him for some reason. Maybe that's just the old school in him. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing is, in the Midwest, a lot of our people came from down south in the 60s, so and beyond that. So it's like, I understand now. I get it.
Yeah, so that's why you so familiar with Chicago. You right around the corner.
Familiar with it. Boy, look at here. I don't even want to tell you. Anyhow, we gonna move right along from Chi-Town. And then, but no, man, I spent a whole lot of time in the South. Yeah. Learning different trades about cooking.
So did you ever envision that the tendernism and what you had started, did you ever think it would blow up like this? So when did you realize that, you know what, we might be on to something?
When I rolled that oxtail, man, one day, man, on the side of the building, them black diamonds. And it came off like an orange.
Yeah.
I knew it was on something then. I said, oh, look at him. That tendernism. And then from that point on, man, look, just keep it like this. But hey, it is what it is. Tendernism. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Johnson, for those of us that are watching, including myself.
Hold on, y'all. Let me move myself over because I want to be able to see Uncle Tendernism. Move myself over to this side.
if we want to try the tendernism and see what it's all about, where can we go?
Only thing
'Cause
you
I'm
have to
willing
do is
jump
send your address, get in touch with Mr. Joe, Dr. Joe White, and I'll come right over to your house in your backyard, front yard.
Oh,
and
you cooking? You cooking? Oh, you sure?
I can
like
cook.
that? Hey, you
don't think I can cook?
You can grill here?
Well, look here. What I just say, Sharp?
You say you cook. You say you cook.
Hey, man, it's PP.
Hold on, dog. Because now it look like I'm looking the other way. Flip, transform, flip. Damn it. My bad, y'all. I might gotta go back over this way.
All right, then, man. Don't be playing with me, man.
Oh, so we did. I ain't got no smoke. I just got one of them hardware grills. You know, the little round one.
Yeah, they ain't got to worry about that. See, Home Depot ain't too far from you, and we just go get you a smoker, put it in the backyard, and I get busy. Yeah, that's how that goes.
Smoked on again until you use it.
Hey, oh no, man! Look here, we ain't buying it. You know, hey man, you gotta pay, man. Come on, man. You know, hey, this on.
Yeah, I ain't got no problem buying the grill, but I don't know how to cook on no grill. I don't know how to.
I'm gonna teach you, man. Hey man, you know, hey man, come on. This on. Let me take the glass off, so you get a good look.
But I'm gonna take mine off too.
He took the glasses off. He said, "Let me take these off."
Yeah, tell you, while you cooking, I'm gonna be in the house watching TV. Let me know when it's ready.
Hey, I wanna learn a little something.
I wanna learn. I wanna learn.
Hey man,
too.
look. Only thing y'all got to do is set it up, and I'll drop down.
Hey, I'm matter of fact, sometime this summer, Mr. Johnson, you know, I have all my kids. I got about 27.
You got 27 kids.
I think.
Go to Swift Meat Market, right?
This boy ain't. Hold on. Sorry, this man ain't never got 27 kids. I didn't know that. Ocho Johnson got 27 kids. Man, you lying. That's cap. That gotta be cap. He gotta be playing. He trolling right now. Ocho Johnson. Ocho Johnson kids. Oh, okay. Chad Ocho Johnson has 8 children. I'm not even finna try to pronounce these names. Just Syria. My bad, Ocho, if I'm messing your kids' names up. Chad the second. Chaye or Chaye, I don't know. Savia, Florida, Serenity, and his other daughter whose name is not known to the public. He's known for being an active, involved father in all of his children's lives. Yeah. Chad Ocho got 8 kids. He said 27. He funny as hell.
Start buying me.
Yeah.
And then we work it out. Yeah, 27 kids.
Okay.
I definitely won't cook for
Yes,
you.
sir.
You gotta help me out.
He got nieces, nephews, you know what I'm saying? Because if he got a big family, you gotta imagine he probably got siblings that got just as many kids as him. So
27 kids. Oh, look at him. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot.
That's all right, man. You can have them all. I just be their uncle. Yes, sir.
So what,
I appreciate that. We gonna do that. We gonna do that. I'm gonna stream that on Twitch.
All right, there.
Yeah. What's the if I said, okay, come in, I need you to cook. I got my family just close. It's gonna be like 15, 20 of us. What you cooking?
Then I cook the oxtail, the beef rib, pork chop. I mean, and then put some sides on the side. Yeah. Well, only thing you gotta do is tell me what you want. Go to the store and get it. I'm gonna put it on the grill. Tendernism gonna come out of it. You ain't got leave your teeth at home though. Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm looking for some of that brisket.
Hey man, look here. Only thing I had to do, go get about 5 of them brisket. I put all of them on at one time, and the oxtail and the pork chop. Hey man,
pork chop. You don't like cooking pork ribs? I like ribs.
Hey man, I cook you some ribs, man. It don't make no difference when they.
Let that pork go, Shannon. Let it go, brother. Inshallah, don't just stop.
Little spare. That's the difference. You asked me about smoking. So you can smoke some ribs or you can put them on the grill. The two different things about smoking. The heat gonna carry and smoke the meat.
Right.
Slow but sure.
Yeah.
Now grilling, that's a fast cook. You gotta
Yes,
watch it.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, y'all want to do it, fast cook, slow cook, yeah. Yeah.
Slow.
He giving y'all game.
Eddie.
I like that.
All day long. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay, we got into a bit of the story, right? So, let me drive myself back down to the middle. We gonna dive into what happened, cause I want to know the background of what happened for real, cause he kicking it with Chad Ocho, Shannon Sharp, and the other brother. I forgot his name. My bad.
Like and subscribe.
Hey, this is official Mr.Tendernism coming to y'all. You know, I just got off the freeway kind of late at night, but I want to know y'all come on my page. Official Mr.Tendernism, Walter Johnson. Yes, sir. Y'all come on down now. I'm the Tendernism original. Not nobody else. The original Tendernism. Booyah.
Good morning. My name's Nick, and recently there's been a lot of conversations about Destination Smokehouse that don't fully represent our history or what we stand for. Today, I want to speak directly to our supporters about Walter Johnson and his involvement with Destination Smokehouse. Walter was never asked to leave. The application to register the trademark for Tendernism was not filed without his knowledge. Walter was an early source of inspiration for me, and I've always been grateful for that. We've shared so many genuine moments together, talking about barbecue and bonding over the craft that we both love. These moments were filled with camaraderie and mutual respect. Today, I'm proud of Walter for having the courage to go after his own dreams. It takes heart. I respect anyone who chooses to build something of their own, and I wish him nothing but the best.
He said all of this, and then when it trademarked the name behind the man back, trademark Tendernism behind Walt back. Like, he tried to use his likeness, his name, and everything that he created for his own benefit. He tried to use everything Walt created for his own benefit. So come on, man, stop.
The barbecue community is really small. Guys, we all know each other, and as small business owners, I feel it's our responsibility to support one another and celebrate the craft that brings people together through our food. It's always been about great food and the spirit of the community with barbecue, and that's what Destination Smokehouse will always stand for. We're grateful for the support of our guests and our team and the barbecue community. We will remain focused on moving forward with respect, positivity, and a shared purpose. Thank you, guys.
First thing I'm going to talk about, y'all know what's that restaurant, Destination Smokehouse, out here in Southern California. As you know, with Destination Smokehouse, there was a brother named Walter working there, and Walter was really the face of the establishment. A lot of people were going to Destination Smokehouse because they thought that this Foundation of Black American man, Walter, was the owner, because he did these videos talking about how tender the barbecue is, how it falls off the bone, and he came up with his own term called tendernism. And he just had a very good personality, and he made people want to go to the restaurant. So Walter put that restaurant on the map. Walter got that restaurant popping. And because this restaurant became so popular, so many people started going, the term tendernism became popular. People are going up there to the restaurant, and they found out that the owner was I think it's like an Armenian white man named Nick. Nick, I can't pronounce his last name. So Nick started trying to get in the mix. He kept trying to insert himself in the videos. So, you know, he saw the notoriety that Walter was getting. So Nick tried to, you know, ingratiate himself in the mix too. And a lot of people were asking, hey man, how's Walter being treated? I mean, because we thought this was a black-owned establishment. We see that you are the owner. So how is this brother Walter being treated? Is he getting any equity in this thing? Are you compensating him? So a lot of people had questions. And it was looking kind of funny style. So things kind of came to a head
a few weeks ago when food critic Keith Lee went up there, enjoyed the food, and then he tried to give Walter a tip. He tried to give him a few $1,000s, from what I understand. He tried to give Walter a tip, and the staff kind of got in front of it and blocked it. So people are like, hey, what's that about? And then the Nick guy kept splaining, and it got real funny style.
That's the part that I meant to bring up. I'm glad that Tariq touched on that. Walt definitely received a $4,000 tip from Keith Lee for his amazing food, right? Keith Lee did the whole review. We went over this in the last podcast, and what happened was this Nick guy came and blocked Walt's blessing and basically started explaining and making up some weak ass excuse about how he could have split the funds between everybody in Smokehouse, or he could have gave it directly to the owner, which is Nick, but it gave off this very micro racist vibe, without saying explicitly what he was on with Walt. It was very covert. So let's dive into some more of it.
He tried, was it like $5,000, tried to give him 5 stacks, and they wouldn't let the brother get it. So yeah, that's when things kind of went left. Everybody's looking like, hey, wait a minute, something ain't right. Then it comes to everybody's attention that the Nick guy, the white tea owner, went and trademarked the word tendernism. So that looked even more funny style. So Walter tried to, put up a good face, like, hey, we're still cool or whatever. But you could just see in Walter's energy something was off. Yeah, Walter, we saw something was off. We knew Walter didn't like that. We knew that. We felt that. So recently, Walter came out with his own video like, hey, I'm no longer with Destination Smokehouse. I'm doing my own thing. So follow me at Whoop-de-Whoop. I think he's trying to trademark his own version of tendernism. I think they're going to spell it a certain way, and it was somebody trying to help him with that. Walter is trying to get his own food truck, from what I understand. So he's trying to do his own thing. I just saw a video where Walter was with Ronald Isley, and he was cooking and doing a video with Ronald Isley. So Walter's doing his thing. Walter's doing his thing, and we're rooting for our brother Walter. Somebody said a lawyer helped him get it. Okay. So I think they're trying to get another version of tendernism, but just spelling it a certain way, which is good. So now Nick, the owner of the restaurant, he came out. He just did a video. I just saw it today because from what I'm seeing, business is down now.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, a lot of the business has dropped off. Now that Walter has announced he's not there, people ain't really rocking with the restaurant no more.
Yeah, I bet people trying to figure out where he's at, because the thing is, these weird groups of people can no longer come to Black Americans and start gatekeeping the creations and culture that we come up with, because there's a such thing as word of mouth, and there's a such thing as the internet. We still speak to each other at work, at the barbershops, at the gas stations, at our kick-it spots. We still bring up these topics that we seeing on the internet, right? And then we have the power of the internet. A lot of us have big followings and a lot of influence. So the minute that we speak and we tell people, hey, that Mr.Tendernism guy that we really like, yeah, he got in a fucked up situation with the Nick dude. Yeah, he got from up under that racist motherfucker. All right, cool. Yeah, where's his next spot? Oh, he got a food truck. It's in Texas. He got a restaurant. Oh, we be in Houston anyway. We flying down. That is something. Yeah, we going to Mr.Tendernism. See, this is the energy that people are going to carry. They're not going to look for Nick. They don't need you. You're a gatekeeper. We scratching the middleman out. The lineage is not playing. Not only the lineage, but other people that are not on the racist agenda that you're on. It's black people, it's white people that like Mr.Tendernism. It's Asian folks. It's Latinos. It's all groups that just want to support this brother and what he got going on. They don't want it filtered by some type of weird proxy. You know what I'm saying? We don't really need you. You see how that works?
You understand? Yeah. Now people are like, yeah, we cool. Yeah, we were going because of Walt. So Nick put out a video explaining like, hey, everything, positivity. He was on some, we're all in this together. Yeah, Walter didn't get fired. He left on his own. And he was like, Walter was aware of us trademarking tendernism, which don't make it no better.
That's cap.
All right, that's some real.
I feel like if he was aware of it, y'all was finessing him like everything else. Y'all was probably making false promises and all types of shit. I could kind of see without being there, I could see what was going down. Y'all was taking advantage of this brother. Think of it. He an older brother. He overly nice, so it's damn near easy for y'all in y'all minds to finesse him. But the thing that y'all wasn't counting on is the outer influence, the actual community that's loving on Walt and supporting Walt. You dig? So that's what you wasn't counting on. And you see how it flipped on you? Now people not going to want nothing to do with Nick or anything that he got going on. Destination Smokehouse, that's a dead brand. They smoked out here. All puns intended.
And like, yeah, Walter was aware of it. Okay, he's aware of it. That don't make it better. So, we're just all about spreading positivity. And so Nick is out here explaining. Because, the business is hemorrhaging right now. It's a hemorrhaging. It ain't popping like it used to. Yeah, family, understand, we are the secret sauce and we've always been. And I want y'all to understand, man, this foundational Black American delineation awakening, it's like a protective shield. See, this energy has really shifted the collective mindset from passive participation to active self-preservation. So it's no longer just about identifying the lineage. It's a framework of pride and justice. And ladies and gentlemen, that acts as a protective shield. See, this delineation movement, that has equipped us with the vocabulary and the vision to recognize when our cultural labor, our charisma, our intellectual property, we know when it's being extracted without equitable compensation. And we're just not going for that no more. I praise our brother Walter for recognizing his value. Walter got the hell on from that establishment. You understand?
Yeah, a second to salute Walt. A second to salute Walt for reading the room and having awareness that somebody was trying to finesse him. Even you rather be late than never. You did, even though they fired him, they got him up out of there, sent him with a ticket to get up out of there, and then they trademarked the name as soon as he left. He took a couple L's, but he was able to stabilize it, get his community around him, and figure out solutions. You dig? So it's good to see that he's still going, because I said it in the last podcast, this brother needs to do something on his own where he's in control of it. And a lot of people was in doubt in my comments saying that he's older. You know what I'm saying? Who knows if he wants to run it himself, because from looking at it, he's ultimately good at helping other people. Yeah.
And that represents a whole rejection of the happy to be there to get a job mentality. People let Walter know, man, there's money on the table for you, brother. You don't have to be up under them. You understand? And they knew that. Let me see. That's why the Nick guy went and trademarked that name. He knew Walter was going to wake up sooner or damn later. That's why he ran and trademarked that name. That's why you better trademark shit, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let nobody try to trademark shame. Yeah, you trademark FBA. You damn right I did. So a tether wouldn't do it, or a white tea supremacy wouldn't do it. A white tea supremacist, hell yeah, you better trademark your stuff. We ain't letting nobody steal stuff and bastardize it and then run it in the ground. We're not. Those days are over. Those days are over. They did that with Juneteenth. They didn't trademark Juneteenth, and I think Walmart, one of them. and they have rainbow shit all with Juneteenth. If we let them, they'll take our stuff and just run roughshod with it. We're not doing that no more. We're not doing that no more, ladies and gentlemen. The end of the mascot era is here. We ain't being mascots for nobody no more.
Yeah, that's the big thing. We not being mascots anymore. That mascot shit is over with. It's no longer can you have you a Aunt Jemima? Can you have you a Uncle Ben? No, we not doing it anymore. We're done giving y'all the culture. Now, the price is up. Yesterday's price isn't today's price. Don't y'all love that phrase? Well, we practicing that in action. You're seeing it in action. I'm telling you, the lineage been standing strong, man. Y'all think it's just I be hearing talks where it's just, oh, foundational Black Americans is just some internet stuff. It's just groups of people talking crazy online. Nah. See, y'all fail to realize the power of influence of having these conversations online and then putting it into practice as you live your daily lives. See how that works? We all got to eat. We all got to shop. We going to spend our money. Now, if we're being conscious about the social situations and environments that we in because of these talks, now everybody's on code and understanding what's going on. We reading the room. Now it's a little bit better on the decision making end. Nah, we not going to spend our money with people like Nick that sit here and play with the lineage, play in our face. We not going to do it.
For a long time, man, the broader marketplace, they use foundational Black Americans as the face and the flavor and the mascot to build brands while denying foundational Black Americans equity in the infrastructure. So we're not going for that no more. We're waking up to the reality that if our personality and our cultural expression are making these businesses pop off, then we're going to have to be owners, damn it. We're not just going to be high visible employees. You're going to have to break bread. Yeah, the Aunt Jemima days are over. See, they used to do that. They get a person working in a field somewhere or working in a kitchen and then use their face and likeness and then make a grip off of it and we wouldn't get no money. Those days are over.
That shit's over. We need that bag.
Yeah, Aunt Jemima-ism is over.
Yeah.
You understand? And I hope our brother Walter get that tendernism thing straight and then come up with his own barbecue. If he comes up with his own barbecue, oh, it's a wrap. It is a wrap, and I hope he does it. You know? But right now, there's swift economic consequences, and they're losing foundational Black American support. And if they lose support from us, you're going to lose support from everybody else because we are the culture establishers. We make things legitimate. When we co-sign it, that means it's legit. When we stop co-signing it, it ain't legit no more. You see, even the dominant society ain't rocking with it if we ain't rocking with it.
See how that works?
You see?
I just mentioned that because the thing is, if we the cultural identifiers, if we say what's cool as far as or what's being supported as far as the clothing, the way you walk, the way you talk, the music we listening to, the food we're eating, the activities that we're indulging in, you know, if we're cultivating all of that, then of course we could take our money and we can leverage how we're going to weaponize it, right? And we could leverage and weaponize it the way that we need to. We do not have to spend money with these brands that are disrespecting us. That is no longer the play.
That's the new norm. And now, you know, the Nick guy's trying to do a little PR spin, and that's a reaction to the financial bleeding that's happening right now. He's trying to do damage control by explaining that Walter wasn't fired, because now the word is Walter was fired. So people are like, they ain't rocking with Nick or our Destination Smokehouse at all. And that little slick sheet he did with the trademark, that looked funny. That was funny style. See, what he should have did was basically, when the restaurant got hot, he should have made Walter an equitable owner. He should have gave him part ownership of that because Walter made that thing pop off. But again, they got that colonizer mindset, and he didn't really read the room. See, that old colonizer playbook, that backfired. That's not working no more because they've always done that. They've always taken recipes from us and prided themselves on stealing it, leaving us poor and destitute while they sit here and just rack up gazillions of dollars and pass it on to their family. That's that Paula Dean thing. And
That's a fact. I was hustling. I still go back and forth, but I was hustling all across Tennessee, right? And a thing that I learned in Tennessee was really quick that Uncle Nearest was a person, a foundational Black American that made his own liquors, right? Hold on, Zia. He made his own liquors, right? And he ended up making his own whiskeys. And he made his own whiskey for his own purposes, but he started helping other people. And he helped out Jack Daniels and his family create Jack Daniels. But he did not get credit for it. People started, man, look, I'll dive into that story too. We're going to get into that one because it's similar to the Uncle Tendernism.
Colonel Sanders. Remember the whole rumor about Colonel Sanders for years that he got that recipe for KFC from a Black woman out there in Kentucky. Colonel Sanders, this man was like, what, damn near 60 years old when he came up with that recipe. How a 60-year-old white tea man who wasn't a cook just come up with this magic recipe all of a sudden in his 60s? Give me a break.
People always hang their hat on Colonel Sanders saying that he didn't start a business until he was like 60 years old, but people don't know he stole his recipe. That's the underline to it. He stole it. Yeah, he might have came up with an idea to kick something off, but the creation process behind it, he had to steal it. They're always siphoning off of us. We are the secret sauce, literally. There's no running from it.
You know? So that playbook has been around for a long time. You see, they stole it. They stole that. They always do that. Steal our recipes and make a grip, and we don't get nothing out of it. And we're just not going for that no more.
I would argue that culture comes from, obviously it comes from slavery, where especially towards the end of slavery, you had so many foundational Black Americans creating all of these different inventions, and the only thing that white supremacists created was the patent, which was to start taking ownership and credit of all of these Black inventions, because at previous time and shortly after slavery was done, during that time you had it to where laws were constricting Black people from taking credit for their own inventions. If you were outlawed to read or write, obviously you couldn't make an invention. So the thing was, if I own you, a human being, as property, anything that you create, that's mine. I own that too. So if you ask me, that's where the ideology comes from, and they just never let that go. You know what I'm saying? Even till modern day.
And the Nick dude, he misread the movement that we're living in right now. There's a different vibe. He thought this was the old days. See, in the old days, they can get away with that. Yeah. You know what? Let me ask y'all something. Let me give y'all some lessons here. What's the most famous barbecue restaurant, family? Let's do some class participation here. Yeah, Popeyes. Yeah, the Popeyes chicken. Yeah, the dude who created Popeyes, he used to live in the projects. Yeah, for a long time, people were saying that Popeyes, they got it from some Black folks down there in New Orleans too. Somebody said Famous Dave's. Okay, I like Famous Dave's. Famous Dave's is good. No. What else? No, that's not the most famous one. What's the most famous barbecue place in the country? Come on, let's see if y'all know. What's the most famous one? Bloodsoes. I know Bloodsoes is good. No, come on, y'all know better than that. Somebody said it. One of the most famous ones, really, one of the oldest ones. What's one of the oldest, most famous ones that really started the barbecue franchise in the country? Not Woody's. Lucille's. No. Sonny's Barbecue. No. God damn it. Y'all naming all these regional places. Somebody got it. A couple of people got it. It's Tony Roma's. Tony Roma's, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know why
that's one of the most famous ones.
My phone gave me Franklin Barbecue in Austin, Texas. It's cited as the single most famous location barbecue restaurant in America, known for its legendary brisket and long lines. Other iconic and widely recognized places include Joe's, Kansas City Barbecue, and Central Barbecue. So what name did Tariq just say? Go back a bit.
Franchise. No.
Oh, he said franchise.
Not Woody's. Lucille's. No. Sonny's Barbecue. No. God damn it. Y'all naming all these regional places. Somebody got it. A couple of people got it. It's Tony Roma's. Tony Roma's, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of the most famous ones. That basically started the barbecue franchise thing around the country. Tony Roma's.
Yeah, you can watch YouTube just for a minute. Turn it down. Don't have it too loud.
All right. Tony Roma Barbecue. That's one of the big dogs. Y'all didn't know? Tony Roma's it's in certain cities. It's not in every city now. So some of y'all might not know about that. So to be fair, but Tony Roma's. All right.
That's famous days.
Tony.
For me, Smoky Bones, Bono's Pit, like these other people said. So they looking at Google, and Google gonna give you a lot of different answers. One was Dickey's Barbecue down there in Texas. So yeah, it's gonna give you a lot of different answers.
It's been around for a long time. But listen, raise your hand if you knew about Tony Roma's.
I did not know about
it. If you knew about Tony Roma's, raise your hand if you knew about Tony Roma's. Now, Tony Roma, the restaurant, was owned by an Italian businessman. Tony Roma is not a cook. Anthony Roma was an Italian immigrant. Well, his family were immigrants. I think he was born in Chicago. Tony Roma was not a cook. Tony Roma had like a hamburger stand in Miami somewhere. You know who created Tony Roma's Barbecue? A foundational Black American man named David Smith. I think David Smith is from Mississippi. The person who created Tony Roma's Barbecue, the foundational Black American man named David Smith. That's who created the barbecue. A lot of folks don't know that. A lot of people don't know. But not only did David Smith create the barbecue, Tony Roma's whole menu, foundational Black American man, created that.
Wow.
David Smith. He created the whole menu. They don't give him credit. They acknowledge him. Now they'll acknowledge him. They'll acknowledge David Smith, but he was never an equity owner or nothing like that. But yeah, it was a foundational Black man. This is in the 70s. What happened down in Miami, Tony Roma's was selling it was a hamburger joint. One day, David was barbecuing and he said, hey, let's sell some barbecue. Let me sell some of these ribs. I got some sauce I want to put on it that I make myself. He put some sauce on the barbecue. Then everybody starts showing up.
The brother he mentioned is David Smith, a competition cook and founder of a nonprofit, Warriors Table, who serve military members, or he could be talking about David Smith, a former Peace Corps volunteer who opened the Smokehouse American barbecue restaurant in Moldova. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but David Lee Smith. Which one of these brothers is he talking about? It's two David Smith. I'm trying to see which one is the black dude now. Okay, yeah, that's important to. Okay, David Lee Smith is some white dude. All right, cool. I'm glad I went to images. So he talking about David Smith, the former Peace Corps volunteer who opened the Smokehouse and Smokehouse American barbecue restaurant. So yeah, that's the history on bro.
People stop wanting the hamburgers, they start showing up for the damn barbecue, and boom, Tony Roma changed it to a barbecue restaurant, just like that. Foundational Black American man, David Smith. And none of y'all knew that until I just told you. That's what they were doing with Walter. They're going to do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? They sit here, etch him up out of it, trademark the name, and 30 years from now, you never knew Walter existed. And we're just not letting that happen, ladies and gentlemen. It's a brand new day. That colonizer mindset is going out of the window. And the Nick guy, again, he's hemorrhaging right now, as he should. So I take my hat off to Walter. I hope he's going to be very successful. We love his personality. He got the social media game on lockdown right now, so I hope he continues to do his thing. I hope he creates his own barbecue. That's going to be the lick. I hope he gets the trademark for his own barbecue with spelling it a certain way. All he has to do is spell it a different way, and he's going to be good to go. You understand? Let me see. Let's get some of the family.
Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I will serve you the tea. You know what time it is? Welcome to Chronicle Speaks.
I'm not at Destination Smokehouse. I'm with Tendernism now.
When one door closes, there is always a much bigger door full of endless possibilities waiting on the other side. And that is exactly what happened to Walter Johnson, the man the internet now knows as Mr.Tendernism.
Hey, this is official Mr. Tendernism.
The man we all affectionately now call Unc has found out just how much his nieces and nephews truly love him. Now let's do a quick rewind for a second. Before the headlines, before the trademark drama, and before the GoFundMe, there was a man who knew how to cook. And not just cook, this man cooked with intention. Walter Johnson built a following while working at Destination Smokehouse, but let's be honest, people didn't fall in love with the building. I don't even think they fell in love with the food. They fell in love with him. The glasses tossed, the calm breakdown of tenderness, and the way the meat slid off the bone like it had manners. He didn't scream for attention. He didn't chase viral moments. He was the viral moment. And that's why when the news broke that he was no longer with Destination Smokehouse, the reaction wasn't quiet. It was loud.
So it is official. Mr. Tendernism was let go, and now he's starting his own thing.
The white man don't took over, aka ain't nowhere to be found, aka don't been on the flight and he's out of here, aka the white man don't took the Tenderism name and copyrighted and all kind of other shit.
That's not gonna have anywhere in the country. We've had people travel from all over.
Not only is Unc no longer with the very business he helped to turn into a full-blown phenomenon, but the man who owns Destination Smokehouse, Mr. Nick, went and filed the trademark for Tendernism. Yes, the very term Unc coined, the very word the internet associates with Walter Johnson, the phrase that built the viral moment. Nick is now saying that Unc was fully aware that he was filing the trademark, that there were conversations, that there was understanding.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
But here's the part that's raising eyebrows. Unc's name is nowhere on the paperwork. Nowhere. Which means as it stands, Unc is now in a trademark battle, fighting to be able to use the very term that he created. We're going to talk about the trademark battle. We're going to talk about how Unc leveled up and became a personal chef for Ron Isley in Ron Isley's home, and how Unc has collected over $50,000 from his GoFundMe to make sure that he takes care of himself, since other people seem like they can't do it for him. We're going to break this down and so much more, but before we do, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for
Destination Smokehouse. I'm with Tendernism now. You know, I had to go on my own. you know, so that way I can do what I have to do. So I don't want nobody to be, it is what it is. You got to move on. When things happen, you don't get mad. Hey, you just take another step, get glad. Praise the Lord, you're still living. But this, hey, I'm finna tenderize the world now. Hey, they should have never. But it is what it is, y'all. And keep, hey, family out there, y'all keep supporting me. And I guarantee you, I ain't gonna do you wrong. Booyah.
Now, this just isn't about barbecue. This is about what happens when your value grows bigger than the space you're in. Sometimes friction doesn't mean failure. It means expansion. Sometimes the environment that introduced you to the world isn't the environment meant to hold your future. And Walter didn't crumble under public scrutiny. He didn't attack. He didn't spiral. He didn't rant. He remained composed. And that composure might be the most powerful part of his entire story, because while the internet is debating, he's cooking. While people are speculating, he leveled up.
Attorney Harris reached out.
I'm just glad to see the community coming around this man and being solution based. You understand? Like, because everybody could have just let this be one of those things where we're not paying attention or we're not reading the room and it just slides by, or it's another news story, another headline, and then it's on to the next thing next week. But there seems to be a consistency from the community and from the lineage, making sure, hey, you not getting played on no undermining racist type of vibe from no other groups. Like, we not allowing that. Like, stand on your own too, and we gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we understand that he's an older brother. Like he said in the previous video with Shannon Sharp, I'm not a young spring chicken. So that was one of the focal points and one of the talking points when people were saying he needs to get his own thing. That was the pushback. Well, he's old. Maybe he doesn't want to do his own thing. Maybe that's why he's constantly helping other people create their dream. But it's like, now, before we seeing how big your likeness is getting. So before you keep helping other people and they start manipulating that help and using it to their own benefit rather than being team players, we're going to see to it that you can have some type of infrastructure behind this big likeness that you got. Because like they said in the videos, we love all his mannerisms, the way he tossed the glasses. We love the creativity of how he shows his food, his showmanship, and we love the product and the quality. We love the food, right? So it's one of those things where we are cheering you on, and we're showing it with action. You did.
Talk to me. We have a meeting. He's the original owner of Tendernism under the trademark. And today, he said, well, I'm going to get the trademark to you. And here he is. Boy, look, Attorney Harris.
This is his lawyer.
Man, you all know the appreciation. Things that's been happening. God is good.
God is good. God is good.
It wouldn't have happened.
Yes, sir.
If it weren't for you. And now look at it. Hey, family, see how we reach out and touch. Long time coming, but time is new.
You know who we talking to? The family, the lineage. Stop playing. Stop FBA all day. And tomorrow and the next day and the next day and beyond. Come on, man. Stop that.
Well, I just want to thank you all for all that you've done for the community. You are a magnificent inspiration to us. And it is time for our community to work together to do big things economically.
Yes.
And it is an absolute honor to begin the process of transferring those trademarks over to you, because you deserve it, you created it, and you created something very, very special for our community. So, hey, look, we ready to roll. Let's go, man.
Hey, man, look at here. This Tendernism, boy. I'm finna really, y'all, we finna have some fun. I'm finna tenderize the United States. And I say one thing to that. Booyah. My man.
So as I told you in my previous video, attorney Ken Harris was the first person to apply for the trademark for the word tendernism. Now, he filed his trademark November 21st, 2025. Now, there's no relation between him and Unc. There's no relation between him and Destination Smokehouse, but he wanted to protect Unc. Now, Unc had faith in this white man. God knows he did.
If he's not taking advantage of me, we're going to be here until the end.
Wow.
So let's get it right. Just you can't find tenderism nowhere. Get it right here. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, 2 weeks after Ken filed his trademark for tendernism, Diamond Smokehouse, which is another business that Nick owns, filed theirs as well.
Good morning. My name's Nick, and recently there's been a lot of conversations about Destination Smokehouse that don't fully represent our history or what we stand for. Today, I want to speak directly to our supporters about Walter Johnson and his involvement with Destination Smokehouse. Walter was never asked to leave. The application to register the trademark for tendernism was not filed without his knowledge. Walter was an early source of inspiration for me, and I've always been grateful for that. We've shared so many genuine moments together, talking about barbecue and bonding over the craft that we both love. These moments were filled with camaraderie and mutual respect. Today, I'm proud of Walter for having the courage to go after his own dreams. It takes heart. I respect anyone who chooses to build something of their own, and I wish him nothing but the best. The barbecue community is really small. Guys, we all know each other, and as small business owners, I feel it's our responsibility to support one another and celebrate the craft that brings people together through our food. It's always been about great food and the spirit of the community with barbecue, and that's what Destination Smokehouse will always stand for. We're grateful for the support of our guests and our team and the barbecue community. We will remain focused on moving forward with respect, positivity, and a shared purpose. Thank you, guys.
A bullshit?
Yeah, cause he's full of it. Come on, bro, stop.
A bullshit.
So both Ken and Destination Smokehouse has filed for this tendernism trademark. Now, right now on the U.S.
He trademarked it for goods and services as far as like merch, t-shirts, hoodies, sweaters, and he did it goods and services as far as the restaurant and the mobile restaurant. So he had plans on doing it for. Look, he got it. The owners is two different owners. Pay attention to that. One is for his company, Diamond Smokehouse, and then the other one is for Kenneth L. Harris.
TO website, it is showing that both are still pending. So what does that mean? That means no one owns it as of yet. Now, according to the website, it's still showing that it's in the examination process. So they'll look at who filed it first, who used the mark in commerce first, and whether the mark creates confusion, whether there is a legal conflict between the filings. Now, attorney Ken Harris was looking for Unc for months. He could not get in contact with him. However, if Harris filed under his own entity name, he could later.
Harris is the lawyer. I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot to grab his name in the beginning. Harris is the lawyer. So those two different trademarks that you were seeing, one was from Destination Smokehouse, the racist dude Nick, and one was the counter that, which was Walt's lawyer, Kenneth. So, all right, cool.
Execute a trademark assignment transferring ownership to Walter Johnson, but until that assignment is officially recorded with the USPTO, it will still show pending under the original filer. So it seems like the battle is not completely over, at least according to what it's showing on the website, but we will keep an eye on it to let you know what's happening with the tendernism. Now, let me show y'all just how good God works, honey, because when God closes one door, there's another one opening even bigger for you. This man was able to go inside of Ron Isley's personal home and cook for Ron Isley, his family, and his friends. Now, they're playing Michael Jackson in the background, so of course, because of YouTube, I cannot let the music play, but y'all see the look on this man's face. He went from being the hype man at Destination Smokehouse, making sure that the white man got paid, to hyping up Ron Isley, cooking for him in his home, making him do a dance. Mr.Tendernism is now available for collaborations, events, brand partnerships, media appearances, and special projects. Okay, so let's take a step back. Let's talk about Keith Lee. Now, Keith Lee recently sat down with Big Boy's Neighborhood, and he spoke about the viral moment of when he went to Destination Smokehouse. Now, after eating the food, he went to go try to give Unc $4,000, and he was stopped.
So Walter is what initially made me want to go, because his energy was infectious. His energy, to me, immediately reminded me of an uncle.
Yeah,
and
man.
You can't fake that. So it's like we were saying earlier, it's one thing to be able to turn it on and turn it off, but us, we know what it is and what it ain't. And when we got there, We went. I always have my family go in first to get the customer service experience because again, it could be different if I go in. We got the food. The food, in my opinion, was good. Was it amazing? I wouldn't say so.
Right.
I think there were certain parts of it that were amazing. Like the oxtails were incredible. Some of the best oxtails I've ever had in my life. But the beef rib that was infamous for falling off the bone, it was a slice. Allegedly, it was a slice in the back to where if you pick it up, the entire thing falls off.
Right.
Instead of it just
we heard
slicing.
that too.
Yeah, instead of it just coming off.
really?
We had the food. Right after we got done eating, I attempted to go in and have a conversation with Unc. Again, we don't call beforehand. We don't set up meetings. We don't set up no times because the same experience that everybody else gets, I want the same experience. So when we went in, I just want to have a conversation with him, which I understand everybody gets.
He wants it to be organic. That's important. That's super important. And think about this real quick. Even go get you some tissue. Zia, go get some tissue. Go get tissue. Look at your nose, baby. Put the remote down. Go get some tissue.
Schedules are different, right? So we went in. His security said he is in a podcast,
and that's important to understand because even though he didn't like all the components of the food, he even had his little critiques that you could consider, negative if you want to, but overall he loved the genuineness of Unc. He still loved the food enough to go give a $5,000 tip. You dig? So that's very important to understand. And then they still blocked him from getting his blessing. Nick still was a hater and blocked Walt from getting his blessing.
Not available. So I said, okay, is there a way that we could just leave him a tip? The plan was to leave him $4,000. And leave I initially had $5,000 cash. I want to leave $1,000 to pay for anybody to come in line after us, and then $4,000 directly to Unc. It was a way to say thank you for what you do for our community.
Right.
I haven't seen a lot of old black men with gray beards that are fun and can joke with a bunch of different cultures and bring cultures together. So that's why I wanted to leave him the money. Security pretty much told us it was over with. It was done for the day. It was no way that we was going to be able to have a conversation with him. So we ended up leaving. We ended up passing that entire $4,000 out to the community. A week later or 2 weeks later, and it's the owner of Destination Smokehouse saying that I was basically, I'm paraphrasing, but I was trying to do charity to Unc, and I was singling him out, and I shouldn't have singled out a business owner. I should have given the money to every person around that was inside the business. A bunch of nonsense in my opinion. And that it was something that I did on my end that was negatively affecting things, even though I just honestly gave my opinion. And it had nothing to do with the food. They were saying that because I didn't give Nick, who was the owner, the $4,000, that was part of the issue.
You see how you said the loud part, the quiet part out loud, rather. He said the quiet part out loud, which is that Nick was trying to keep it on the low key, but everybody exposed it like, bro, just because you wasn't able to benefit, you're going to stop Walt's blessing. When he's already the main factor of why people are giving you so much business. So much revenue is being given to this spot. It should be a blessing for Walt to be able to get that tip from a famous food critic. But you blocked that, and everything about it was supposed to be organic. So it laid the groundwork for people to be able to see it clearly without no mistakes being able to be made, without dude being able to edit that part out or any of that. Keith Lee family was recording everything the whole entire time. So they saw when y'all was on the bullshit. So when he tried to come with the fake message on why Walt didn't get the tip, which is why what this screenshot is with him and Billy D on the left. Willie D, my bad. Y'all wasn't able to try to manipulate the situation and give people a different narrative. Nah. We understand perfectly what happened.
Even the way that he approached it, he didn't ask for anybody else. There's a lot of people visible on social media. To offer a tip to a business owner was crazy. That was the other thing too, is like he really thinks Walt is like this helpless guy who needs his help. How are you going to tip a business owner? tip the whole staff.
I think the tip was supposed to meant for staff, because what he typically do is he'll give it to the.
Accepted that. Accepted that.
Now you heard that. We would have accepted that. I bet you would have. Let's see what else is going on over there at the Destination Smokehouse.
Okay, so I initially wasn't even going to tell this story, but now seeing all of the drama surrounding Destination Smokehouse, it's just feeling like karma. Karma came back to bite, and let me tell y'all why. 3 months ago, I went there in November to shoot content for them. The food was good, and the mac and cheese was absolutely trash, but the food was good, the barbecue. And I made a beautiful video, one of my highest viewed videos of the year, and I was really proud of that work. A few hours after I posted it, the wife of the owner, not the old man, but the owner, messaged me, calling me all kinds of hoe, saying, "You're disgusting, you're lucky you don't have daughters, the way you hunted my husband down and forced him to hug you," like these are her exact words. I would have never let that happen. Let me just show y'all the video of what she's mad at, first of all.
Driving 2 hours for barbecue is about as insane as me hanging out this window, but I can't take it no more. Let's see what all the hype's about. When we pulled up to Destination Smokehouse, the line was down the block, but thank God the owner spotted me and told us to come around back. I hopped that ledge so fast and immediately spotted the man, the myth, the legend, Mr.Tendernism himself.
And so the
mad. Look at that. She was mad that Shorty ain't a bad looker, and she hugged the husband. You know what I'm saying? She out there looking fly, and who is this damn lady? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at that hug. Go back.
That ledge so fast and immediately spotted the
Look, where's his hand at? She probably paused this video like I did 1,000 times. She like, where's that hand? He damn near finna grip some cheeks, ain't he? She was mad. She like, you a hoe. You this, that, and the third. You 304, go back to, you know, she probably was finna get on some real racist shit in them DMs, but she held back. Said, you lucky you ain't got no daughters.
man, the myth, the legend, Mr.Tendernism himself.
And so the backstory was the owner invited me. He also told me to come around back. He didn't want me waiting in that line. So
I told you come where? These jokes write themselves, y'all. I'm playing.
I climbed over the ledge. He briefly hugged me like everybody else did and never saw the guy again. I never had any more interactions with him. That was it. Right. And so the fact that she turned that into me hunting down and forcing myself on her husband and saying that I'm a hoe and all these other things was just so, first of all, incredibly violent.
It was her imagination. Her imagination took over. She did that still shot like I just did about 30 seconds ago, and her imagination roamed. God damn it.
I'm professional, but two, I'm like, where is this coming from? And I approached him and sent him the messages that she had sent me, and his only response was, well, I'm sorry that happened, but I knew my wife was crazy when I married her. Like, what? And I just felt like that response was incredibly dismissive. I also tried to take that.
Your female dog, boy. Don't be having her barking at the sisters. What's wrong with you, boy? Get that in order. You see how they all treat? But that's an ongoing thing. You think if your wife is wild, hold on, Zia. You think if your wife is wild to the sister right here, you think that you don't carry the same disposition towards a brother like Walt? Yeah, you may smile in his face and act like y'all cool, but at the end of the day, you know what's going on, man. You trying to take advantage of that, brother.
Road and get on the phone with the lady and try to understand her. Like, how can you even put your own business name on the line by talking to a patron like this in this way and then being dumb enough to leave a paper trail by sending me these really disgusting, rude messages in my DM? But ultimately, we never spoke on the phone, even though I tried to reach out. And y'all know me. If any of y'all know me, like how I normally would respond like 10 years ago, if y'all see me on The Real World or The Challenge or whatever, but like I have matured a lot. And I didn't even post this story on TikTok back then because I was like, you know what? I'm going to just walk away with grace. And so now seeing what they're going through now and the fact that there's just like one bad story after another or something shady, I'm like, not surprised. But yeah, you know what? Everything that's done in the darkness comes to light, and all the stuff that's circulating them around, you know, the old man and how he is clearly being used. And so when I saw what was happening with Keith Lee, I wasn't surprised because I had already had a negative experience with them. And it's just tragic, you know, because they were doing a good thing and now it just seems to be a fall from grace. The truth is the truth. And I shouldn't have even been timid about telling my story the first time. Like, why was I trying to spare them? So
if you ask me, it wasn't a fall from grace.
if you ask me, they wasn't never doing a good thing. They had ill intentions from the beginning. Look at how the wife approached you, not even knowing you, not even meeting you, not even having any interaction with you whatsoever, but just watching from afar a 2-second clip on Instagram. Come on, man. She super disrespected you just off that. So if you ask me, these people have disrespectful and ill intentions going into business. They just come with a smiling face, because who's going to trust them if they don't? It's like the movie Sinner. Yeah, they gonna smile and they gonna laugh and they gonna be evil, but they really evil vampires, and they trying to get into the juke joint and unalive everybody and take everything over. They trying to unalive your spirit. But if you don't let them in, then they can't do it. The only way that they can get in is if they smile and laugh and act like they your friend. Hey, Ryan Coogler is cold for that movie, because I can always use it as an analogy on these culture vultures, melanated and non-melanated, who come around us, these weird groups, and try to siphon off of our energy. Foundational Black Americans are recognizing and respecting our own lineage, and we're moving forward with that. Point blank, period. And all of these other people are, y'all dead. Y'all smoked out here.
Yeah.
Not Destination Smokehouse sounding like the ghetto.
The ghetto. The ghetto.
Another question I know a lot of people are asking is about the GoFundMe. Why'd you start it? Is it really your GoFundMe? Those are the questions that I hear a lot of people doing. And then, maybe you can tell us a little bit about what you may do with the money.
Hey, the GoFundMe is to try to kick up me to move around and do things. Yes, it is, man. But hey, y'all gonna get some too. You know what? I'm gonna share it. I ain't like that. I'm gonna let y'all know I'm not like that. But I need to move around, cause in a few minutes I'm gonna have grills. I'm gonna have smokers, and I'm gonna be smoking everywhere I go. That's right. I say smoking. Don't take the wrong kind of smoking now and get out of hand. I'm talking about smoking meat. You dig? Tenderizing meat.
Shout out to everyone who has given. Unc has raised over $56,000. I wish him much success.
I'm actually going to get on my way over there to support Unc with my tools infused. You dig? A little from a lot of people goes a long way. A little bit from each person goes a long way. You dig? So, hey, man, this is what we doing. Salute to Unc. Make sure y'all get over to the YouTube. My bad, a little bit from everybody goes a long way. Salute to Unc. I'm glad Mr.Tendernism got everything together as far as the community backing and support. A little donation from a lot of people goes a long way. So everybody get to Unc's his GoFundMe, Kickstarter, whatever he's got, whatever platform that he's on. Make sure that y'all go and fund what he's got going. You did everybody from the lineage, and if you support the lineage, go over there and rock with this man. Make sure you get to stonertrap.com and check out my merch, my music, live streams, and podcasts over there. And love and peace to everybody. Y'all get ready for a great weekend, man. I'm out.